Hey everybody, my name's Jeff, and I cannot call this expert advice. I do talk to myself still. In fact, I'm doing it right this minute because nobody else is here with me. We have been at this trying to cook sorghum syrup all day long. We started the tractor and hooked it up to the mill at 8 o'clock this morning. It is 7:45 at night. 10 o'clock we had half of the juice, half of the cane pressed in the juice that we needed. Noon we had our pan full of juice and the heat under it trying to cook it. We want the juice to cook down and reach a temperature, to boil down and reach a temperature of somewhere between 225 and 230 degrees. It cooked from noon until 6:30, and it never reached a real rolling boil. We tried all sorts of different things and tried to remember all the different things that my granddaddy used to do, and we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it, we couldn't get it, we couldn't get it. 6:30, everybody else threw up their hands and said, we're done. I said, I'm not done until the propane is gone. I had about a third of a 100-pound tank of propane left, and I said, I will light these burners and get this stuff heating up, and I'll quit when the propane's gone or I have syrup, one or the other. All day my sister-in-law had been suggesting that we cover the pan with a sheet of plywood, somewhat like putting a lid on a pot of water to make it boil faster, and we had rejected it. All day we had been trying and putzing and messing to get the burners under the pan all lit and all burning at the same time, and we couldn't. Everyone else left and I lit the burners. And I decided, heck with it all, you know, hell bent for leather, let's try it. I took all the vent covers off. I'm letting all of the air I possibly can get in there, and I have the gas regulator turned almost all the way wide open. I have all three of the valves wide open, and I have all three of the burners burning their entire length, and I covered the pan with a sheet of plywood. And guess what? When I pick up the edge of the sheet of plywood and look, I have this stuff coming to a rolling boil. The problem now is, one, my plywood is starting to sag a little bit from all the steam, and two, as soon as I pick my plywood up and take it off, it stops boiling, and I don't know why. 3, even though the juice in there is boiling, I'm not boiling out the contaminants and the gunk and the garbage that I think I should be. There's nothing to skim off the top. All of the schmutz and the gunk and the gabadooch and the whatever else is still in there. My plywood's starting to sag a little bit, which I think I mentioned already. I have one end uncovered to let some steam escape. I'm thinking maybe the steam is staying in there is what's also trapping all the contaminants and the gabadooch in with the syrup. So I got one end uncovered, and I'm going to check and see if it's still at a rolling boil and if anything is coming up that I can skim off. Of all the problems that I envisioned for today for this project, this was not one of them. I figured once the juice was pressed and in here, we were good to go. Now the other problem, the last problem, I don't know how many problems this is come to, but the last problem I've got is I'm here by myself. It's now 10 minutes to 8. What am I going to do if I actually end up with 10 gallons of syrup that I have to jar myself? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm in it to win it, and I'm going to do it. The universe tried to do me a great disrespect today, and I'm not going to allow it. My name is Jeff. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.